taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Strap in the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Nix going to give to Harvey. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. First catch in this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Mims in motion left. Harvey now on 1st and 10. To about the 26 here.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And it will be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Right back to him on first down. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down first and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Hey.
Now Lawrence. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jags are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
And the Broncos first down.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Once more with Harvey. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Sometimes the process get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Throwing Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They're going. It's Nix. end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
First down. A 28-yard gain. First down, Broncos.
These two teams all tied after one. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throw out to Mims. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 13-yard line.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Denver.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Oh, this is blocked. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Kill. Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Runs through the contact. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Through the middle of the field. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bayshore Tootin, 56 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 28-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's a 2nd and 8. In motion, the tight end. Nix to the air. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Nick's going to keep this himself. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram from 17 yards out. And the Broncos are able to move back in front. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter, 65 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime, and to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Greg Newsome up to make the stop.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Off the play fake, Nix. And this is going to be intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Nix's pass intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Well, he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This is 2nd and 8.
30 left. Hey, count. Go, let's go. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll get that complete to Albert O. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating where he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
1st down.
23.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Bashal Turton as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, here's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
21.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 130 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
Sink right. Red on red.
Lawrence. That is caught by Hunter. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards to pick up there.
Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bashaw Tootin saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Working out of the gun is Nix. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Nix from the shotgun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Ron.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. I credit the tackle to Brandon Jones. From the 29, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's go. Hey.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
174 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Hands it off out of the gun. There's some space here. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Bashir Tootin, 35 yards. And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Tough to bring Bryant down. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll go play action with Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
11.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Red on red. Here we go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 3.
Let's go. Hey, Soko, hot.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Lawrence will throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Season 24.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete. It's Okuemunam. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Albert Okuemunam from 8 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Broncos 27. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
3 and 1. 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 3
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A good pick up there, 22. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay there.
They're not in any rush offensively. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys were able to push that lead out a bit further. The extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harvey. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Thanks for 24. Hey, danger. Zach!
Well, the jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Hey.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Bust through the tackle. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. My, oh my, 250 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Tomato.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Rob.
They run the option left with Lawrence. And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
On red. Stop.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
66.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Soko, 100.
The Jaguars season will continue at least one more week as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We money more Power Ranger. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't get caught in the matrix. Got that touch my savior. Give it that touch of my hater. Service can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. Sonogram don't feel it no more. You were driving a minute but can't steer it no more. Riding away but now you.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. From Kansas City. And this isn't even going to be close, partner. The opening kickoff fails to reach the landing zone, so they're going to have to defend from the 40 to begin this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Incomplete pass on 1st down, so still at the 40. It's 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a 3rd pass now here.
Yellow.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Motioning the tight end now. Again, Mahomes to throw. And they got Holmes. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
That's complete, Mike Evans. And in, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Mike Evans with the touchdown. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. and he's ready to send this flight. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Yellow.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Right back to Pacheco. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Chiefs first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Yellow.
Play action, Mahomes. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
I love everything about that play, Kate, so much for a quarterback. When you're throwing that crossing route, it's imperative that you lead that receiver. You don't throw where he's at, you throw where he's going. And when you do, yards after catch follow.
A second down run by Pacheco. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. And it's not just your quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
43.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a one-point game.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the return, the Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
180.
We get to Irving to start this drive. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Mayfield now off the play action. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. Makes a tackle. He's still going. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll be set up with third and only 1. Irving trying to run for the first. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They gain 11 on that play. And the Bucs have the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10 from the 43.
180.
Baker now from the gun. That's Evans making the catch outright. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Irving here from the gun. Down to the 10. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision in extra yards.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.
Mayfield now from the gun. And he's going to have the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a second quarter lead. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. On the return, here's Nico Rumigio. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Only a minute and 57 seconds left between us and halftime at this point. Stick around, more from Arrowhead on the other side. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Yellow. 1.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Hey, 43.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it. It's worthy. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43.
43, 15.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
15. Come back. Get out of here with a win.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. The throw left side, caught by Brown. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Looking to throw Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
That may not look like much on tomorrow's grade sheet. It'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
Yellow.
To the air on 3rd and long. Nice caught. He's got Brown. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
First down.
Yellow.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Pacheco. He won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second. It closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Yellow.
They'll try to run with Pacheco. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Now from back at the 4, here's 3rd and goal. Now pass play, here's Mahomes. Oh, they got it, intercepted along the goal line. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. 1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. It's a big strike downfield to Anguko. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers will add to their lead at the end of the half. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14. Let's see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Remigio with the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Butker on now to kick this one away. Tucker now on the return. Things going well so far. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner he took matters in his own hands.
They're going to start the half with a give to Irving. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
A gain of 12. And the Buccaneer first down.
From the gun, Mayfield. Hits him on the out route. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
180! Stop!
Baker now off the play fake. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
To number 7, Bucky Irving. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing, Baker. It's caught, it's Cade Otton. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bucs have the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers stretch their lead to 21. McLaughlin has it on the tape, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Attack, attack! Right. Yellow!
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Look at that power, deep left side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
He's loaded another one up. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs start the second half with some needed points. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown.
That's a good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs get it back to a 14-point game.
14. Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. Tucker now on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. The 50. The 30. To the 15. And he is gone. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kickback for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Here's Smith on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10.
Yellow, yellow. Ours go on, Eddie.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Go on, Eddie.
Another throw from Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. This one's to Rice out on the right side. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
Hey, 57,
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Attack!
First and 10 at the 16.
On the red zone, on first. Right back to Rice, caught again. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. The Buccaneers have that football partner, and more importantly, they've got a good lead. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Mayfield. That's complete downfield to Godwin. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They'll pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, he's totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
14-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he got 3. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Hey, alert 33. Alert. Run.
Baker now from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Now, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin the game. Near the goal line. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
Pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal. Offense to the line fast. He's keeping it, trying to get it forward. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. Here we go. It's Mayfield. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs losing by 14. First call here coming from the shotgun.
15. Yellow. Come back.
From his end zone, it's Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And we will have this to up around about the 15-yard line. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line.
That's good. Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Trying to push deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jacob Parrish. And the Buccaneers are going to have it back, and it's marked at the 38.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3. Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
They're going to pass it here. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bucs have the first.
A gain of 12. And the Buccaneers first down.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Finds the in route complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
That's another Buccaneers first
Irving on the inside give. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Out to his wide, now it's a screen. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 3-score game in the fourth.
Buccaneers.
So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout. Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Mejio with the return. Things going well so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Bucket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame. So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. From the gun, it's Mahomes. On the move, headed right. He can run it. He passes the 35. And they're finally able to send him out. Gave up a great gain, but surprisingly, not a first down. It's 3rd down instead.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. Mike Tirico, Greg Oates are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And off we go from Ford Field. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
First and 10. And they're on the 34-yard line.
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And he's going to be stopped up at the line to begin this ball game.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Right back to Irving. Room up to the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll go again here with Irving.
Bucky Irving's ball carrier. DJ Reader was it down. A gain of 5.
From the 44 now. Here's second and 4.
Yard line.
Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. There's a reception for Chris Godwin. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
26 yards.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On play action, Mayfield. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he's in. What a drive. Cade Otton. Touchdown, Tampa. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out the gates, it's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
From the 6, here comes a return. Whoa. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Tackled at the 27-yard line.
On play action, Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
First and 10 at the 43.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. From the 46, here's second and 8.
2 yards on
Goff to throw.
It's second and 8.
Down the sideline. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First down.
A toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Lions ball to begin this second quarter. They're looking at a second down and 9 to go.
What? 12.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's right side and into the hands of Teslam. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Detroit Lions.
Here's Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down, 8 yards to go.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 12-yard line.
From the gun, it's Goff. This one caught at the 4. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. Second and goal from the 2, what do you do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till third down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on second and goal.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on third and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
Whoa! We're good, we're good. Turbo.
On fourth down, Goff escaping the pressure right. And this will pay off. It is caught. Touchdown, Lions.
Great job here on fourth and goal. The most difficult play to defend, Mike, is scramble pass in the red zone. There's teams out there that create these exact opportunities because of the stress it puts on coverage. That's why it's so critical for these defenses to keep the quarterback in the pocket, because when you don't, it is so hard to latch onto these receivers for that amount of time.
On the return is Sean Tucker. And he is stopped. That's 25. The drive will begin there.
On the 25-yard line.
That's Ibuka in motion.
20!
Baker gonna give it to Irving. He'll get about 2. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, gonna wrap him up. Second and 7. Now Mayfield. This one out of the way. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
They'll go. Mayfield. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. Jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Goff. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Vita Vea in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down.
Louis.
To throw is Goff. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming up.
The Lions call their first timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
Here we go. 180. What's that?
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and might have even lost a yard there. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
At the Buccaneers' 12-yard line.
Throwing here is gone. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and long.
Black 20. Lazarus 12. Hey, kill.
To throw is gone. This is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith. He gets free. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy, that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
Is good. Makes the score.
So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and it takes a big shot there on that return. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Into space. He's inside the 30. And he is gone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They send Evans in motion. On 1st down, here's Irving. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Point it right. Watch out.
Throwing is Baker. That's caught left side by Otten. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Buccaneers.
They'll run with Irving. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut. Like you can see, he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Mayfield. He's got a man. That's the tight end, Otten. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
That's another Buccaneers.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They send Godwin in motion. Here's Irvin. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
DJ Reader brought down. 4 yards on the pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the 17-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It is 2nd and 6. That's Ibuka in motion.
180.
Irving now gets it to start the 4th. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play. And
he's in! Bucky Irving! Touchdown Buccaneers!
Touchdown!
Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 2.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Goff to throw. That's over the middle. Caught it to slow. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive. But now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's Gibbs. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
Gain on the play. That's good. 4 on Lions. 1st down.
They'll drop to throw. That one out wide to Gibbs. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A run with Gibbs. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
There's a throw right side. Being complete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Super one. Got 180. What's up?
Now, Goff. That is incomplete. Here we go. Here that's what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Fourth down.
17. 17. What's up?
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. And he's going to have the Lions first down. Gain of 13 as they convert by a good 3 yards on that fourth and long.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
What's up?
On first and 10, here's Goff. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
11. What's up?
A second down throw for Goff. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
Third down and
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
DC. Maverick. Value one. What's up?
Now Goff. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
So here it is, fourth down and 10.
180. What's up?
Here we go. One final play. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish as this one will come to an end. So a win here for the visiting Bucks. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
You take a mortal man and put him in control. Watch him become a god. the